A Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Chakodash, Dealing to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, and continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing. We are found in that number to be delivered. All right. So, today at camp, the Spirit came up with a concept, missile talk. And, after discussing it with, the brothers, I figured we try to put a little series together concerning the missile talk. And a few things that I want to make mention of in this episode here is America and their plan of attack if and when it goes down. All right, so this is from The Economist, and what you see here on the screen is a world map, so to say, identifying the key players, if you will. All right, and when I said that America needs to be very, precise in their decision making when this thing does go down, because the position of Russia, the position or location, I should say, of Russia, location of North Korea, and the location of China is going to make it damn hard for the United States of America to shoot missiles over there. All right? It's going to be hard. And if you just look at the way this positioning of this map is, you got Russia in the front of both North Korea and China, right? So in the event that United States have a beef with China and decide they're going to launch some new intercontinental ballistic missiles, where's that missile have to go? What is the flight path of that missile? All right? It has to. There's no ifs and buts about it. It has to fly over Russia. Okay? So, if these missiles have no other way of hitting their target by flying over Russia, you know what's going to happen with Russia? Because they're not going to be able to determine where this missile's going. But what they will be able to determine is that missile's headed straight for them. All right? So in that sense, Russia's going to have to retaliate. They're going to have to take action. I'm sure Vladimir Putin ain't going to sit there with his cabinet holding hands and having their eyes closed tightly, hoping that this missile flies over him. Nobody in their right mind is going to do something like that. All right? And even with North Korea, who now has nuclear capabilities. If America has an issue with North Korea and they decide to send some nuclear missiles over there, for a stern, ass whooping, well, those missiles ain't going to hit North Korea. Chances are very slim because Russia may very well think it's under attack. Okay? So this is why America has to be very, methodical when dealing with these other nations. All right? And even so much so that these other nations will probably antagonize America to try to get them to shoot a missile this way. You see? So these are all, not all, but these are some of the things that have to be taken into major consideration. All right? These nations are so close together in proximity. They're border brother and sister, if you will. And America decides it's going to shoot a rocket at China, it's got to fly past Russia. If it's going to shoot a missile at North Korea, it's got to fly past Russia. All right? And with the technology that each nation has, they're going to be able to detect when a missile has taken flight. What they won't be able to detect is what is the ground zero point for these missiles. All right? Now, let me Let me see here. Let me see. So I typed in, what is the travel path for a nuclear missile to leave America? To leave America and to fly towards Russia. Fly towards North Korea. All right? So no matter how you slice it, the missile got to fly over Russia, man. And Russia may not take too kindly of an ICBM missile with a warhead on it coming their way. All right? And even if America did call Vladimir Putin and say, hey, by the way, that missile that's coming your way for you is for North Korea. You're putting an awful lot on the line from a nation that you don't trust. Think about it. North Korea doesn't trust America. Russia doesn't trust America. All right? So these nations are going to be on high alert as these things start to unfold and as we get closer and closer to this hot war, this hot Third World War. All right? This is Jeremiah 50:14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. All right? And we understand and know that America has capabilities to shoot rockets. And these are just the real key players. China has the ability to shoot nuclear missiles. Russia has the capability of shooting nuclear missiles. All right? So, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for if she have sinned against the Lord. So no matter how you slice it, man, if America shoots a rocket, a nuclear missile towards towards Russia, what's going to happen? Russia may mistakenly think it's coming for them, and they're going to do a missile defense and a counter launch against America. All right, in the close proximity of North Korea and China. All right, let's say they're able to detect the trajectory of the missile. All right, nobody's taking them chances. So that's a little bit of the missile talk that I wanted to speak of, because we understand that these nations will shoot these missiles, but America has a lot at stake, especially when it comes to identifying the true target that intends to shoot at. It says, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. Spare no arrows, meaning what? Let them all fly. Get the arsenal ready. Heat up the silos. Get them in the silos. Jumping down to 29. It says, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. And through the prophet Jeremiah, the Lord is very straightforward, man, when it comes to, these thermonuclear missiles. He's given a specific group of people, and what their position is going to be. As it is written, all ye that bend the bow. So any and everybody who has nuclear capabilities, the Lord's going to put a very destroying spirit upon you. Okay? Where you may say, hey, we don't want to do that to these guys. However, when the Lord puts that spirit on a man, and that man feels that, he's utterly compelled to do something, then this thing is going to go down the way the Lord wants it to. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, and according to all that she has done, do unto her. For she have sinned, for she have been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. All right, and that statement stands true. She's been proud against the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. All right, so that being said, I'm gonna end this with that, and I got a couple other topics concerning the missile talk, but America again is going to be faced with some very, very tough decisions, man. And Russia as well. If the intended targets are North Korea and China, then Russia is going to automatically get involved because them thermonuclear missiles are coming right their way, non-stop. All right, so with that, I'm gonna end it there. I just got a couple scriptures out to go along with the lesson. This was a quick hit of missile talk. Lord willing, I'll see y'all another one. I say shalom.